It's a fucking act. Don't take the video down. It's an artistic masterpiece and there's meaning behind it. It's a message that needs to be heard. 18th time in the fucking cycle word. I was doing so fucking well. 6 months. 6 months back to making normal content. Connor Murphy motivational content on my main channel. To fuck it up. Should be on meds. Can't stand the psychiatric bullshit. This is my medicine.
I'm really happy, you know. I want to have my brain, my sense, my memory, my this time forever. I like what I talk, how I think, what I do, and I understand you more, you know. And I want to keep this feeling forever. I don't want to lose it. I love myself like now. I understand you more. I have to make you happy. If I not make you happy, and my family gonna not happy, and me not happy. If I make you happy, you're gonna have energy, have power, and working. Why? If I'm not happy, I cannot support you 100%. Yeah. So we seem like a cable, I think. Like on shutter, your phone and me shutter. If you have battery on the time, you're gonna work all day, all night, like all the time, every day. So I'm a charger. I need electric. You charge me and you have battery on the time. We gonna support together. You know.
That's off the deck, Connor Murphy. And she got cake. You should have just hollered at her, man. You should have just bagged her. You didn't have to bag the one that got you caught up. You could have just bagged this one, Playboy. She would have, I mean, she's out there. Caitlin, she out there. Why not? That's off the pipe, boy. Connor Murphy, take notes, son. Take notes. No tippy toes. None of that tippy toe stuff. That's straight gas.
Why? What is this feminist shirt here? What does it say? A man of quality is not threatened by a woman of equality. What does it say? Say it back to me again.
No, I don't know what it means. I never look at my shirt.
I bet it came from America. That's
Really?
Yeah.
Yourself and come into a flow state. Breathwork can also be used to increase your libido. So I do a lot of tantric breathwork. So basically, you can be sitting, one of the positions, you'll be sitting in the yab yum position. So the man is seated and the woman is sitting over him.
This is one of the most powerful things we use for rapid fat loss. This is all day shred. It's no stimulants, but it's got 12 top fat burners in it that don't increase heart rate or anxiety, but burn fat for 24 hours.
I don't know how this man, Tony Huge, does it, bro. He's got baby mama number 1, baby mama number 2, baby mama number 3. He don't even know him by name. He just knows him by number. Oh, yeah, I'm going over to number 3's house today. Like, what? This is a rough, hard life. I'm sorry. He's going to explain later on in this video how he's got his harem all set up. And to me, it's a very stressful life. If this is what you want to do, fine, do it. But this is not a flex, sir. This is a very stressful life. But hey, to each his own.
This time, forever, I like what I talk, how I think, what I do. And I understand you more, you know? And I want to keep this feeling forever. I don't want to lose it.
With Tony huge.
Tony wanted to film us getting on his motorcycle. I want to point out something. There's 3 of us getting on one motorcycle. This is a unique Thai thing. I've never seen this anywhere else in the world. She's sitting in front, then Tony, then me. Surprisingly, it's a bit comfortable. Why don't I have my own motorcycle, even though I'm getting on one? It's because I'm very fearful of dying in a stupid way. And I went to one before and I realized I can't drive a motorcycle. I'm not used to it, so I'm trusting Tony a bit more. But if I do die, please everyone blame Tony.
Amin and Leo were friends who Amin introduced me to Leo, and then they had a falling out, and I was always working on repairing the relationship, and I was actually very close to it, but lost the opportunity. But that was in the works anyways. Reconnecting with Amin and the works anyways. Reconnecting with Amin and the works anyways. Reconnecting with Amin and the works anyways. Reconnecting with Amin. And go ahead, tell Connor what to do.
Well, Connor, first and foremost,
Tony, I want to ask you, because it's my audience is asked me many times, is them take the Psalms and then go to check the blood work, and the cholesterol is up high a little bit.
I'm in Pattaya, Thailand, gonna head to Bangkok for some business meetings right now. Figured I'd just hop on live so I get in the habit of doing it again to keep you guys updated what I'm doing, because a lot of DMs asking me like, what am I doing? What are my current projects? What am I working on? And then also this is a way to get feedback from you guys. So first of all, my audience is segmented into some very distinct different demographics. I have on the one side the high-level CEOs looking to biohack their brains and live forever. And then I've got, like, on the other extreme, people only care about building muscle and health is not even a priority. And I mastered all areas of biohacking, or I continue to master, so I can speak to any of these different goals. But it's a totally different way of speaking. It's a totally different subject matter. The underlying methodology between all the different biohacking enhancing attributes is pretty much similar. It's this underlying physics.
And then the comments aren't good either. The kid was telling me, one of my clients sent this to me, the comments were tearing him apart, calling him like Freddy Krueger and all this, terrible stuff. Man, here's my advice to him. And I'm trying to be respectful, and I'm sure he's really insecure about the skin. As long as he keeps taking high-dose PEDs, low-dose PEDs, he's gonna have skin issues. Even if he's taking Accutane, he needs to come off all that junk.
Tony wants to talk about all these advantages to biohacking, and another day natty is another day wasted. I've wasted a lot of days then, haven't I? Yeah, but he don't want to talk about the side effects. You're going to hear later in this little spiel how he's advocating for the use of TRT or greater at a certain age. Point blank period. You don't need a roid until you're about 60 years old. That's when your natural testosterone really tanks. But until then, stay natty and don't do roids.
16 that I actually got to join a gym. And shortly after that, we're talking a year, maybe a year and a half, did I start my first cycle, and I've been cycling ever since. So, much like you don't know, I don't know what I'm capable of off cycle. Now, going completely off isn't an option for me. I cannot produce testosterone naturally. So I'm going to be on testosterone replacement therapy. I've tried post-cycle therapy several times when I first began cycling, and I was unable to recover. Now, TRT for me would be anywhere from as low as 70 milligrams a week. I've heard even lower dosages, to as high as 175. 175, I believe, being on the higher side of being a healthy, natural male in his prime. So I say I'll start with 175.
You hear these pussies? I'll just start with 175. That is roiding, sir. These guys are straight pussies. They can't live life naturally. If you beat them in anything, and you're natural, but they're roiding, then that means you've beat them twice. All these guys are pussies. I'll just start with the highest dose that's thought of as TRT. That's not TRT. 125 tops is TRT. I brought this out to show you guys that none of these guys can go natty. And I'm not just talking out my ass. Look, a year ago, it only got 1 like. Hate to break it to you, Larry, but 175 is not stopping steroids. Getting off everything for long enough for your body to come back to homeostasis is being off roids. So you still are taking the easy way out. Not impressed at all. I'm like BJ Hughes in the comment section, boy. I'll go right at your neck. Because Greg Doucette, the same cat that got 11-year ban from cycling for roiding, that fucker couldn't last 2 weeks off roids. My elbow hurts. Everybody complaining once they get off roids because they see how life is in the real world.
Obviously, besides just understanding the underlying physics of biohacking, if it's actual protocol work, then it's got to be very specific to the demographic and what you're trying to solve with biohacking. I also left my big old gas can Oakley glasses on so you can see in the reflection what I'm looking at. Look, can you see? There's a girl there. All right, and I will look at questions, but I'm going to be in the car driving, so it'll be harder. So Felix says, Tony, what's the best when losing hair on cycle? Well, I think finasteride is a little bit of a risk. You've heard of post-finasteride syndrome, and it seems like a real thing, but it seems like not everybody suffers from it. So a little bit of finasteride, like 1 milligram 3 times a week, is like 1/5 of the average clinical dosage. And
this is like the 5th time I've tried to film this. Have you ever seen a good apology video? I haven't. I don't know how to do this. Authenticity. Okay. I am not mentally okay. This luxurious setting is a facade, nothing more than a superficial attempt to escape my own tortured mind. But see, was that disclosure actually genuine? Or did I only do that to gain authenticity points? I don't know. How can I possibly make an apology video without attempting to emotionally manipulate my audience? A good apology video maximizes forgiveness, right? But to maximize accountability, shouldn't I make a bad apology video that warrants criticism? Is the worst apology video paradoxically the best? I don't know what the I'm supposed to do. Look, I probably just censored that word to appeal to YouTube's guidelines. How can I truly be genuine?
After I got laid off from working in retail management or middle management back in America. I got laid off. I was given a lot of money, a year of pay in a single lump sum. And when I got laid off, I said, you know what? Let's come to Thailand. I had been coming here for 5 years before that on vacation.
hello, Bangkok. Uh-huh.
Well, hello, Tony Huge and Adam Judd. Hey, Tony. Speaking of Bangkok, Adam, your boy Adam Judd, wrote this article, this hit piece on Leo 7 minutes before the Pattaya News ran the story for the main press release on Leo and Longevity's death. How does that work out, Chief? Can you give us some insight on that? Here, take a look. Adam Judd, Tony Huge, how does a hit piece come out 7 minutes before the main Pattaya News press release? John Bravo, can you explain this? Because you got connects over there, right? How does this happen? At ICU Media, we pay attention to the nuance. So they thought it would be funny to highlight Leo's tab that says basic mechanisms. When Leo dies, none of his basic mechanisms are working. We see all the shots that you are trying to throw, Tony Huge. Throwing these little subtle shots. No, none of his basic mechanisms were working, but all of ours are. And we see you, buddy.
5-inch TV, I think, behind me there, big, and it wheels around, so I can wheel it around the room depending on where I want to put it. I can put it behind the camera to act like a teleprompter. I don't usually do teleprompter stuff, though. And then I have the girls always assisting me, and they have to wear sexy clothing when they do it. Quasi lingerie on, like they can still be on camera without getting censored, and they can still answer the door to get the mail or something like sexy enough to where it keeps me like stimulated all day. So I like to have at least 2 girls around me at all times as assistants and to massage me and just take care of me, because I just feel like at my place in life I should have that. And increase circulation of the scalp to grow hair. Next question, Saad says, what's the age of consent in Thailand? Excuse me, sweetie. What's the youngest age that you can have sex with a girl in Thailand? Like, okay, I'm from America, I come to Thailand. Like, young girl can have sex only 18-year-old girl? 18? Can have sex 18. Can have sex 17? Okay, I think not understand.
เด็กผู้หญิงเธอเป็นเด็กผู้หญิงเธอเป็นเด็กผู้หญิง
So it's 18 for sure, but I heard something about if you have consent of the parents, then it's younger than 18. That's an interesting debate. What should the age of consent be? I mean, there's arguments the age of consent should be 20, and then there's arguments that it should be 14 or whatever, you know, when the girl starts a period and can have a child, right? It's very cultural, very interesting. I love you, Fox. That's not Foxy, though. Not Foxy. She got her lips done. Her lips are gigantic now. Like, I'm not into huge lips. Okay, next question. YouTube channel. Yeah, if you look Tony Huge on YouTube, there's still like 3 YouTube channels for Tony Huge.
On a platform that incentivizes me to put on a family-friendly facade. Fuck is right. That's what I did. Fuck. I fucked another man's wife. On OnlyFans too, for the world to see, for God's sake. And I don't know whether I should regret it or not. See, a part of me sees regret as arrogant, because the reality is, I don't know if the intricate cosmic domino effect of my decision will render my, yours, or their reality for better or worse a decade from now. I don't know, and neither do you. But now I feel bad about it now. So maybe the most congruent perspective is to think of this as a therapy exercise, which sounds quite fucking selfish, but maybe you'll benefit from it somehow. I mean, I would apologize directly to Rob, but he's not answering my calls, so...
เด็กผู้ชายเขาเป็นเด็กผู้ชาย
I'm learning Thai, so I can come over and steal your bitch. That's all you have to do. I'm giving you the blueprint. If you learn their language, they will actually fall in love with you, and you don't have to spend any money. That shows respect. You guys want to biohack by having money, and then that should buy you the women. No. You show respect. You learn the language. You get the woman to actually love you. It's very simple, guys. Very simple. How many of you guys have bagged women with no money? I've been broke a lot of, like, the majority of my life, and then I've obtained money later in life, and I'm able to keep my money, but I've bagged a lot of women, like 10s, with no bread, living out of my car. Show respect, learn the language, and you won't have it so hard. You won't have to kill over a sex worker. The rest of this video is straight garbage. It's gibberish. It's conjecture. It's literally garbage, trash. It's conjecture. It's here to distract. It's here to manipulate. It's grandiose garbage. There's nothing to this, the rest of this video. But I find it very surprising that this video came out in August, 7 months after Leo dies, and we don't see Kanatha. We see Foxy, but we won't see Kanatha. And we won't see Kanatha until Connor brings her out when it's safe to do so. But Foxy, Tony's chick, that wasn't actually involved in the crime, she just brought the girl over. She's free to be on camera. But Kanatha, Tony, all 4 of them cannot be on camera all at the same time. It's subliminal, but it's there.
What age is good to start TRT, please? Well, I had originally planned to start TRT when I was 35 years old, because if you look at the charts and graphs of when natural testosterone levels drop, At 35, for most men, is when TRT benefits far exceed the risks, but it all depends on when your testosterone levels crash, which depends on your lifestyle and your genetics, and also your performance versus longevity, risk versus benefit analysis and goals. Now, I started at 30, and if I could go back in time, I would have started at age 21. Well, not TRT, but I would have started anabolics on the androgen receptor. I would have at least started, you know, a little bit of gear and cycling and all that much younger if I could go back in time. For media teamwork. And then I put rules on the wall like this for the girls, and sticky notes everywhere for notes about the tasks, what to do. And everything's very messy in here right now. At nighttime, this room converts into I have very beautiful lighting. It's got the starlights on the ceiling and lights behind the bed and everything really beautiful with a nice sound. This is how I make a starry sky on my ceiling at night. I have 2 of them because I want 25% blue and 75%.
Tony's new video on his house tour and how he sets up all his harem and everything, like, and I have to show you guys that Mr. BJ Hughes is the coldest troll on fucking YouTube, man. He's the coldest troll, and it's like Tony sees his comments. Some of them have been deleted, like on older videos and like different, like I was reacting to a Guru Amin interview, and Guru Amin, he deleted all BJ's comments, but like Tony will like not even respond, and then he'll just respond to what's underneath it. I just think it's so funny, dude. Like, keep going at his head, BJ, bro. If we're not gonna get this man locked up and Connor locked up, we just gotta keep trolling the fuck out of these guys, because it's just like they know that we know that they know that we know. We're just gonna ruin your public perception and your credibility at this point. If you don't want to go to jail, if you don't want to turn nobody in, if you don't want to cave and fold on anybody else, we're just going to make it known in the public that this is what it is, period. You know, and so I had to put this little snippet in there just to show that BJ going hard in the paint, man. I love it.
Okay, get the mouse. Get the mouse, girls, quick, get it. Someone get the mouse. Oh, that was easy. Thought that was going to be hard. In Denmark, the age of consent is 15. Wow, that's wild. That's a European country, too. I wonder what Americans would say about that.
As you can see, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm very good at seeing the different nuances in human nature. And as you can see here, Tony has committed a crime in a different country and is threatened by America. So he's actually disassociated himself with America. Even though he's an American citizen, a U.S. citizen, he does not consider himself a U.S. citizen. And it's because he's committed crime out of the country. There's no reason why he would need to come to this country, because the laws are stricter here. If he comes here, there's a chance that he might not be able to leave again. I'm serious. He's not threatened by the laws in Pattaya, the laws in Thailand, but he is threatened by what the U.S. can do to him. So if Connor Murphy or Tony Hughes come to the U.S., it'll be a big deal. They're not coming to the U.S. anytime soon. I promise you guys that, because they know for a fact they won't be able to leave.
MK677 for wiener and bone health. Well, I never thought of MK677 like increasing growth hormone levels for sexual performance. But I mean, it's plausible. It does. The thing about MK677 increases natural growth hormone, and growth hormone is like a parent peptide that breaks down into all these other peptides, and you could be deficient in any one of a number of different peptides. So you're raising your whole body peptide levels, and one of those peptides may have to do with sexual health. I'd say it's not the most direct way to do it, but it's possible, especially if you suffer from low growth hormone levels. Then fixing that is fixing your rate limiting step, and which goes to another theory of biohacking that I wanted to talk about in the near future, which is a lot of the biohacking I do is not like adding a drug to get a superhuman power. It's adding a drug to remove a natural or genetic bottleneck so that you can realize your already existing superhuman potential, which then, I mean, that's kind of an oxymoron, because you're not reaching superhuman potential if you're just removing a bottleneck to reach your potential. You're just reaching human potential, but it's superhuman compared to the average individual, right? If you're a regular human and everybody else is just handicapped, then you're basically like superhuman, because we think of humans on an average.
All right, everyone. The reason for the video is a lot of people have asked me for some updates on Leo.
I don't have that much reach, but I got a little bit of reach. The first comment, the newest comment says, Will, you were selling Tony supplements and he's covering for Connor Murphy, who is one of the individuals involved in the murder of Leo. So there's that. Let's go. And then we have BJ Hughes, Mr. BJ Hughes. The manic episode, Tony's cover-up was brilliant. Connor organized 2 hookers, 1 recently traumatized, and 5 iron killed Leo. Let's go, BJ. Let's go, BJ. 100 plus comments on Vince's page. Let's go, BJ. Yeah, you see I'm subbed to you too, sir. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Order. Mr. Chairman. That's beneath even order.
Let's play that again.
You the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order. Mr. Chairman. That's beneath even order. Miss Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's?
It's me.
Miss Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body,
Let me guess. Were those chest slaps for us, Vince? Do you also have a Black Panther tattoo tatted on your leg or something? Were those chest slaps for us? Because the black senator told the white senator off? We one up the white person? Yeah, I don't know why I haven't seen a response video out of you, Chief. You pumped one out real quick for Parent Fitness. Yeah, you see this? You see this, Vince? Yeah, I've been in the game. I've been around the block. I know what's going on. I've seen this from beginning, and I will see it through to the end. Why haven't I heard from you, Chief? These videos came out a year ago, and you ain't even got 1,000 views on them yet. You the man, bruh. But you stepped into a situation that I know you trying to tippy-toe out of. I wonder why you're as quiet as a church mouse, my G. I wonder why. But when I made a 45-minute expose on you, sir, I haven't heard a peep. I'm still waiting for your response in my video that stated that you work for Tony Huge, that you sell supplements, tainted supplements for Tony Huge. I'm still waiting, my guy. Parent Fitness got a response within minutes, but I haven't heard from you, Chief. I wonder why. Oh yeah, Vitz. You thought I was done with you, Milk Dud? This is another video that we will break down that was made on behalf of Tony Huge. A scathing hit piece against Leo and longevity after the man is buried in the ground.
I'm single and I need a girlfriend, Jay. Well, Jay, if you have a lot of money, I can tell you how to get a girlfriend really easy, Jay. If you don't have a lot of money, then I would build a lot of game, a lot of muscle, and a lot of money.
Have different types of sex chairs in every bedroom. These things are a game changer. Wish I knew about these earlier, plus they look kind of cool. And I got this bed because that way a king-size bed extended over.
Most nights we go out and party, but just like really quick. We go out and party for like an hour, 2 hours, pick up another girl to bring her back, constantly rotating new girls in to find one that is, can stay or get rid of like the least performing one. So there's usually like 5 of my girlfriends stay permanent, and then like I'm rotating one out all the time and then one to replace if like she's not performing really well or anything. In America, I had all these things that, I don't know, I just like been there, done that. Now I mostly like the women. I like to have sex with 3 women per day, every day, different ones, and then rotate. So maybe like I like to have sex with at least 9 girls per week and 3 different ones per day.
This is own girl. Own girl. This is little boy. This is a little boy. This is a girl. But fat girl, own girl.
Even when I was a super successful lawyer with 23 employees in my law office, I was still biohacking. I was biohacking my staff. We'll be having harem meetings at the table where I have a whiteboard so I can present things, teach things to them for their transformations mentally, psychologically, physically, or just house rules to make a sexier, happier, more productive environment, especially without alcohol. MK677 for growing ball sack skin? I don't know. Good question. I want to meet Foxy. Sure, Jay, when you come to Pattaya, we go out and party, and anybody wants to meet Foxy can, if we're out, we can meet up with people. We just let people know where we're at or post.
But if I do die, please everyone, I'm very fearful.
Yeah, in case y'all didn't hear it the first time, because John Bravo's trying to drown out Leo's voice and what he says with this fucking music. Listen to what Leo says again.
I'm not used to it, so I'm trusting Tony a bit more.
You see what he did there? This is the collusion, guys. This is the collusion. John drowns out what Leo says about Tony Huge with his fucking music. John Bravo knows who killed Leo in longevity. He knows who is involved.
Very fearful of dying in a stupid way. And I went to one before and I realized I can't drive a motorcycle. I'm not used to it, so I'm trusting Tony a bit more. But if I do die, please everyone blame Tony.
It's ICU. And everything about us is blue collar and we gets it out the mud. Tony Huge, Vince Goodrum, and company, including Connor Murphy, the 5-iron kingpin. We see you. So stay tuned.